Alrighty, what is going on, guys? Spectrum here. We are back again on the WCBL channel, and we are here this time with JS, everyone's favorite Brit.
Hello. How we doing?
So, we are doing these coach interviews at the moment. If you haven't watched mine, Shoes, or anyone else's, basically what we're doing here is we're just interviewing the coaches, just get to know them a little bit for season 3, and just basically general stuff. So let's kind of get right into a few little fun questions here. So, how long have you been playing the draft league format, JS?
I've been playing it about a year, just over a year. So the WCBL was the third league that I joined back in season 1.
Gotcha.
The first two, I don't think either of them are running anymore. And I very fortunately took the championship in both of them. So
Oh yeah, wasn't one of them Daz's league and you destroyed me in finals?
one of them was Daz's league, where I believe I destroyed you in finals, and the other one is when you should have beat me in finals, but I got a crit. I got a crit somewhere over on the very last turn, and that's how I took it.
Yeah, I remember that one very well. So, yeah. Since you obviously just told us, that was my next question. Actually, how well you usually place, and you won both. So
Yeah, I've won both previously.
Any other ones besides?
No victory. I got to finals a couple times. In season 1, I got to the final against the lovely Vixini. I lost in the final. I fell apart, and then
you cracked.
I believe I massively fucked up with Florges.
Yes.
I think in the second season of this, I had 2 games against Matt towards the tail end of the season. I got 2 games against Matt and Antoine where I can't remember what happened. I either got crit or I just made a really daft play, which is one of those where it's like you think, oh yeah, I overthought it, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll make this play, and then it's like, actually, that would, if I just went for the simple play, I probably would have got the victory.
Yeah, the simple play would have.
Yeah, and then I got knocked out in air cores. So made playoffs every time, but disappointed I don't have a title yet in this league. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, same here, but then again, I had to drop out to unfortunate circumstances.
Of course.
So, what is your favorite playstyle and why? I've seen you use a few playstyles. I've seen you use hyper offense with Coco and stuff, but then I've also seen you use like more balance as well. So, what one is more your favorite playstyle?
Yeah, probably quite like the bulky offense.
Yeah, because I know you love the shit. I know you love the shit out of Mega Blastoise. Oh my god,
mate! I stand by this. It is the best value pick in draft format. Is Mega Blastoise bulky water? You can run it offensive.
Yeah,
it's got brilliant ability of rapid spin.
I will
argue this. I will argue this against everybody. But
yeah.
But
I can kind of see it. I mean, it is a really good tier 2 Mega Rapid Spinner. Bulky, it can be offensive. It can break teams. I mean, look at what it did. Even though, if I remember correctly, in that season where you crit me with Victini last turn, I remember Blastoise did like absolutely nothing, but it was just there to kind of annoy you.
Yeah, it's fact. Like, if it got reliable recovery, it would
be so much better.
Exactly. Which is part of the reason why I like running with Cleric. But I think partly one of the reasons why I like it quite a lot is because I'm a big fan of hazards and phasing.
Yep.
I think pretty much my entire season 1 run was playing around Skarmory and Druddigon and being able to keep hazards up and phase people in and out better than what most people expected.
Right. And I mean, honestly, I haven't seen anyone use Mega Blastoise as effectively as you have. So
thank you.
And so my next question is, what is your favorite Pokemon and why?
My favorite,
I guess you could say for draft and for in general.
Just overall, yeah. I think overall from like back in the day was Marshtomp.
Marshtomp, yeah.
A bit
I heard you like Mudkip memes. I respect it.
Yeah, it's like because I think like my first like Pokemon game was Pokemon Sapphire, and like back in the day I was like, right, I've watched the TV show. I'm gonna get a Trico. I'm gonna do Ash, do all that jazz. and for whatever reason, I never went left at the second like town. I went there like initially like, oh, I can't go this way. Didn't realise that after you beat May, you could actually go left. So I had like a Grovile by like a level 18 Grovile before I left the second town, and I'm like, what the hell do I do? Fuck it, I'm restarting.
Wow. I don't think
Mate,
I've done that.
it's tragic. It's tragic.
Yeah.
But yeah. So then I went Mudkip, and
Gotcha.
I love the evolution line, and I just remember Marsh Stomp just putting in work at third gym with a Mudshot, and
Yep.
I
Yep. Mudshot was
just
such a
cheers
good
everyone.
move from Marshtown back in the day. I remember it. So it was like it had no. I remember wasn't ground like physical before the physical special split.
Yeah, I believe it was.
So it actually fit in well perfectly.
Yeah, and
So
then draft format, I think it's probably got to be Skarmory, isn't it? Really, either
Skarmory.
Skarmory or Weavile. I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Weavile. It's just so annoying to prep for. It's so fast, but I mean, you know what it's going to do 9 times out of 10. It's either going to be
Yeah.
SD, Sash, or Pursuit Trapper. Like, it's always going to be running physical, but it's just such a pain to prep for.
And with Z moves now, it's just even more annoying, which I love to play with.
Exactly. So, my next question is when did you originally start playing Pokemon? Like, before, I guess you could say for both competitive and casual.
I think casual probably around the release of Fire Red.
Fire Red, gotcha.
I think from there I went like because I got Sapphire just beforehand, got
Yep.
Fire Red, Diamond, and then I didn't pick it up again until it's like 2 years ago. When I think it was just a curious like nostalgia binge watching on
Yep.
like YouTube or something. It's like oh yeah, competitive Pokemon. And then I looked at I think I saw someone playing Showdown. I was like, what the heck's this? They're playing just battles online. I want to do this. And just played that on off for like a couple of years, really. Like
Gotcha. Do
two,
you
3 years ago.
remember what gen you started or not precisely?
Started Gen 3 competitive. I started about halfway through XY.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So you took like a hiatus and whatnot and then came back
Yeah,
to
I just think it's just stop playing
yeah.
it and then just doing it because I fancied it at the time.
Yeah, I agree. So my next question is which do you like better, Megas or Z moves? And why?
Megas, like I
Megas.
say, I think they bring something else. Just
Yeah.
tables.
Me,
Z move.
I hate Z moves. I've made it very apparent in my thing. I just hate it because of that diversity factor. Because of the fact that it's like all of a sudden, like some leagues are like, oh, well, there's no end cap to Z moves. Everyone can run a Z move. It's like, fuck, are you kidding me?
I think as well. It's just like, oh, yeah, Z moves are cool, but it's literally just a damage boost on one attack. It's like
It's just that's what's an annoying part about it, because then it gives something like, for example, Manaphy, like a ground mover. It gives me and Shu were messing around the other night and was like, Celebi could get an electric move from Shockwave, Z Shockwave. So
yeah,
it gives a lot of cool mons like new niches, but I don't.
yeah,
I don't
it's
like
stuff like
that.
that. Or then it's stuff like I know something I'm not really allowed to play it, but something like what I'm currently using is Rocky MZ Terrakion. Like at that
Yeah.
point, it's just like right, get up a sword stance. I now get a kill, and there's nothing
Pretty
you can do.
much.
There's just nothing you can do to stop it.
It made some of the old threats like super good again. Like for example, Tracheon. It was like the king of Black White 1. Like if you smacked the choice band on that thing, you sent it in, something died at that point.
Yeah.
But now since the fairy type got introduced, Black White 2 introduced Landorus Therian. Oh god. And all that. And it's just all of a sudden now Tracheon fell. And where is it now? UU?
It's UU currently.
Yeah, and like it kind of gained that it gained that factor back of you smack a continental crush or all out pummeling on it, and after SD you claim one basically. That's what I don't like about Z moves.
Yeah, it's what like Lando does as well at the minute.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it made Nintendo stupidly better.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It made a lot of mons better, but I prefer the megas because of the fact that you know what you're prepping for, as long as you know the meta game and stuff. So
yeah,
so
plus it
good.
spices it up a little bit, mate.
Yeah. So, what do you think is essential for draft league success?
I've always gone the belief of trying to cover as many of the types as possible. I don't like doubling up.
So, like
Trying like
type
to
coverage,
trying
your
like
standard
trying like
core.
to hit all 18.
Yeah, like your standard cores, your Fairy Steel Dragon, Firewater Grass, like your general cores and stuff.
Yeah, getting a solid general cause. As well, what I typically try and do, although it doesn't typically work out a lot, is getting either a defensive Fire Water Grass and an offensive and an attacking Fairy Steel Dragon, or
So,
vice
like a
versa.
defensive Firewater Grass and like an offensive Fairy Steel Dragon.
Yeah,
Most.
yeah. I think an example of this is what I did in the last league. So I had like an offensive Tapu Koko, Kieran Black,
Yep.
and Lucario as
Yep.
my offensive core, and then as my defensive I had Mega Blastoise, Arcanine, and whatever the hell grass type I had. I completely forgot off the top of my head.
I
But
can't remember what your S type was, but yeah, I could yeah, I do understand that.
I feel like it
So,
was decent as well, which I'm very disappointed about. I thought it was probably
yeah,
actually better. I feel like it worked better than Mega Blastoise, to be honest. But
I mean,
Decidueye, there we go. Thank you very much, Mr.
yeah.
Teagast.
Um,
But yeah,
in fact, yeah. Like the thing about it is, it's just like everyone's different. Like me, for example, the thing I feel that is most successful to draft is I pointed this out in my interview as well. It's comfort zone. Like for
yeah,
me, for example, I play straight hyper offense. Like if I'm
yeah, of
not
course.
like HO balance mix, kind of whatever weird styles, but anyway, um, like if you're not comfortable with the team, I feel like
Yeah.
you're just not gonna be happy with
Oh
it.
yeah, exactly right. At the end of the day, draft me stall and I'm losing like Chansey in like 4
Yeah,
fucking
no.
turns. Like it's
I
not
tried that
happening.
once, and we all remember how that ended up.
Oh, that was impressive.
Yeah,
Genuinely was.
yeah, yeah. I'd rather not talk about it.
Yeah.
So, do you normally draft, or do you just wing a draft 9 times out of 10?
Wing it.
You
I
wing
like.
it.
I typically wing it on the flight, but the issue that I've come into quite a bit is because obviously I'm British.
Yeah,
Of time zones difference, so and
yeah,
because of people's schedules, people typically like to draft in the early evening of a Friday or Saturday,
yeah,
which for me is a time where I want to get out and smashed with my mates. So
yeah. Sounds about right.
it's typically I know one draft that one mon that I'm drafting, and then
Right.
I get like
You want to
four
get that one
notifications.
mod
I get like
draft
four
down.
notifications on my phone when I'm out, and it's like right, quickly just having a quick look at what's available. Going, yeah, fuck it, that sounds alright.
Yeah, it's just you want to get that one mon, and then all of a sudden you just want to draft around it, like that kind of style. Like for example, I think your first round was like Coco, and then you want to draft around it. You think you did pretty well around it.
Yeah, well, I know it was close to the wheel pick, so I was like, right, I'm gonna get Coco, and then I knew I'd either get Kieran Black or Salamence at that point. So I
Yeah,
was like,
something like
I'm
that.
getting one of these, and then I'm getting a Bev, and I'll see you guys in a few hours.
Right. So, what was your favorite unconventional set? For example, something weird, like one of the weirdest sets you've ever run.
Um, I think, oh mate, it's got to be the pinnacle of my Sneasel set.
Ooh,
Um,
forgot about that Sneasel.
the Sneasel set. I believe I think it was Skarmory versus Noivern against Zone. Zone had Diancie, Mega Diancie, and Beginner at the back. I had Sneasel. My Sneasel was completely untouched, and I knew he was like banded or something, and I knew I literally no, it wasn't banded. It was like life orb, but I knew literally Zone thinks he's got this, and all I need to do is get some form of damage on this Noivern, and I fucking won this. And I think Skarmory and Noivern ended up knocking each other out. And
Right.
he's like, he puts in the chat, I think I've won. I click dig, and then like I think it's like 5 or 6 people watching it, and they're like, oh my fucking god.
Wow.
Lose it, and you can after I clicked it, Zone literally took like a minute. It was like a minute and a half where I imagine he just had his head in his hands going, for fuck's sake. Which,
Can you
fair,
dig it,
there's
Sneasel?
there's no way you can prep for that though. So I
Yeah,
don't
very
blame him,
true.
but
Yeah, I want
it
to
was
flat dig. I
funny.
mean, I've been seeing it rise. I've been seeing it a little bit because Tectonic Rage, obviously, because of Z moves, but
Yeah.
eh. I don't know.
That and the specially defensive flame charge, Alolan Marowak,
Yeah.
that I know you're quite fond of.
Ah, yes, the double dance one. That one was tons of
Yeah.
fun. That Marowak set almost. If I would have brought that versus you in that one game, like, oh my god, that
Yeah.
would have been flames. But I think Kylo talked me out of it, if I remember. But well.
Yeah, something like that.
um, a few more here. The only what do you feel about splitting everything up into Indigo and Evergrande?
Yeah, right. I think it's definitely more interesting because we've got a lot of new players, especially in the Evergrande division. So it's be
Yeah,
interesting to see how they come through, but
how
how they perform. But I think I must admit I'm a little bit disappointed because a lot of the old guard from last season with quite a few dropouts. You've got a lot
yeah,
of the old guards. You've got myself, Matt, yourself, Nada.
true.
The list could go on. Not Chew are all in Indigo.
Yeah,
And then Evergrande is Chew, Antoine, and all the new guys. So I
yeah,
think it would been nicer to have seen more of the new guys in the Indigo and a few more of the old guard against Evergrande because I believe when I first saw the listings, I made the statement that if Antoine drops more than one game, I'd be very surprised.
yep. I do remember that. So I was like, damn, JS is
That
savage now.
that I will admit that was a bit of I do kind of regret that a little bit because that's definitely selling a lot of people who I have no idea how they play short.
Oh
But
yeah, of course. I mean,
I,
that's what the surprise factor is. I mean, we have a few new people here, like TB. We have,
oh yeah,
Shadow.
exactly.
We have a bunch of people here, which are
And
cool.
for all I know, they could be fucking brilliant.
That's
They could
why,
bring
yeah,
6 RU mons against Antoine and actually cakewalk him. But
yeah,
I would have liked to have seen more of what I consider the classic matchups. I quite like to have seen Nard and Antoine because those are two people I usually get beat by, and I quite like seeing those two go against each other because it allows me
it's
to
yeah,
see potentially what I might need to do against them. And
correct.
I'm not to see those kind of matchups. But I get to then again I get to play a lot of fun ones myself against people I know, so I can't
Yeah.
swings and roundabouts, don't it?
I mean, so what do you feel about, like, for example, having both of the champions from season one, Teeny, who recently came back and he said he is joining, but he's still technically quote unquote undefeated in WCBL because he didn't play season two because of unfortunate circumstances.
Yeah,
And
after played one game, beat me, and then dropped out for fuck's sake.
yeah, I mean, he's coming back. He literally PM'd me. He's like, if you guys want to wait up till February and whatnot, I'm definitely joining.
Yeah.
So, what do you feel about having both the champions in here from season one and season two?
Um, I'm, I like it because I feel like me and Matt have very good games, and
Yeah,
I do want revenge against Tina. But yeah, I think I could definitely beat them both. Like
yeah,
personally, I think I should have beat Matt last season. Uh,
yeah,
Teeny, I fucked up very early on against him in the finals, so I'd like revenge for that. But
yeah.
yeah, I think it's going to be obviously a good match, but I can definitely get a win off both of them.
Teeny, it's going to be an interesting because the reason I did this is because I really wanted a lot of competition. 'Cause I think I'm not that good, but that's the reason I wanted to put so much competition because I'll be honest here, all the admins pretty much, besides Matt, because we kind of have him as like our seventh quote unquote when
Yeah.
someone away from like Antoine, for example, right now. Um, basically we all kind of drafted each coach. If I remember correctly, Vish was like my first or my second. It was like Matt was pretty much locked for us because of the fact that he won season two. We had
Okay.
and I wanted Vish first. It was JS, and then I grabbed a few of the new guys. I think like
Okay.
Z was last, but then Teeny came back, and I wanted him like 100%.
Okay.
So
So,
that's pretty much that. I mean, like I said, a lot of people didn't know that, but nah, I guess I'll
yeah, I
come up.
didn't. This is the first I'm hearing of it, so it's interesting. Interesting. But
Yeah,
yeah, bring it back to the question. It's not. it's not a case that I'm confident I'll get a win. It's I'm confident in my ability to put on a good game against them.
Exactly. I just want to have fun with this. I want to see, like I said, I really want to test myself. I want to test I want a lot of people to have fun with this. So I think it'll be a good time. Honestly.
Definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, is there anything you really want to ask me here, personally?
Just how are you, Spectrum? Are you good?
I'm good today. I'm just tired tonight.
Man, that's fair enough, mate. You need to get some like good night's sleep. Get refreshed. Be up in the morning. Maybe go for a walk, mate. Get some fresh air, a bit of orange juice, bright as rain.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty much all the basic questions I had, and then I think that's pretty much it. So thank you all for watching this interview with JS, and
hope to see you all very soon, guys.
Yeah, when season 2 will be starting up here in February. When I'll move
still miles off, man.
I mean, I was hoping that thing that we all joined in that stupid tournament would have held us over, but
yeah, I think I'm still yet to play like my first game in OU. So yeah, my fault on that one.
So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much that. I mean, once I get all settled into my new place and Teeny's all settled in because I'm moving as well, but once we're all settled in, I mean, we're starting this out. We're starting it up 100%, and it's going full force. So,
hopefully, I'll get some work done on my dissertation by then, so I can actually put a bit more effort into this rather than actually trying to finish my degree. So, yeah,
right,
interesting.
There you go. So, gives everyone time to start getting ready. So,
yeah.
Anyway, thank y'all for watching, and we'll be back with the next interview. I'm not sure who is going to be interviewed next. Whenever
mystery.
Whenever Chu decides to upload these, really. So, all right, see you guys.
Bye.